Today's topic for discussion is a practical protocols of lichens. Lichens are the plants which are made by the combination of algae and fungus together, and there is symbiotic relationship between these two organisms. And these lichens, during practical, there are several forms of lichen, and during practical just we have to observe the museum specimens and we have to write all the details of the specific type of form of lichen. Okay. And what is the requirement? Let us see. We required museum specimen of different forms of lichen and magnifying lens. Okay. What we have to do? What is the procedure? Examine the given specimen of different forms of lichen and note the distribution characteristic features of each form of lichen. Okay. And we know that there are three forms of lichens which are grouped on the basis of their morphological features of the thallus. Let us see. Next, this is the form of lichen, that is crustose form of lichen. Crustose type of lichen generally grow on a variety of substratum. It grows on stone, bars, walls. In rainy season they are very commonly grow, and humid clean environment is required for the growth of the lichens. Any type of lichen required a clean environment, and if you see the lichens grown in the campus or somewhere, you can imagine that area is very clean, environment is very clean in that area. These are the indicators of environmental pollution. Okay. Thallus is very closely associated with the substratum in case of crustose lichen, and that type of thallus which is closely associated, that is very difficult to remove. The crustose lichens are roughly spherical in outline. Entire margin of crustose lichen is not differentiated into lobes. Very important point. And the upper surface of the crustose lichen is carbon black in color, and the reproductive bodies are produced by this lichen, and which are very small outgrowths and scattered on upper surface of the thallus, which are called as isidia or soredia. These are the reproductive bodies of the crustose type of lichen. There are small uniseriate hair-like structures which arise from the ventral surface of the thallus that are called as rhigines. Rhigines are the structures which helps in the fixation of this crustose type of lichen to the substratum. The rhigines fully inserted into the substratum, that helps in the fixation of the plant, fixation of the lichen on the stone or on the any type of substratum. And the example of crustose lichen is Graphis. Okay. Next, another form of lichen, that is foliose lichen. The foliose type of lichens grow close to the substratum, but there are 1 to 2 celled hairy outgrowths arise from the lower surface of the thallus, which are known as rhigines. The rhigines are totally inserted in the substratum, hence they help in the fixation of the thallus. But very important point to note here, it is that the margin of this lichen, the foliose lichen, it is highly lobed, and the lobes can be easily removed. Such leafy margin is there to the foliose type of lichen, and this is the characteristic feature of foliose. Foliose means leaf like lichen. Okay. And this lichen also produces reproductive structures which are known as isidia and soredia, which are randomly distributed on the substratum, on the upper surface of the thallus. Okay. And the lower surface of the foliose lichen also, it is ash colored and produces rhigines. Sometimes it is carbon black in color. Okay. The example is Palmaria. Next, and One more type of form of lichen, it is fructicose form of lichen. It is also will be present in the museum specimen. Just you have to observe and write down all the details. In Hindi it is called as patthar ka phool, and it is very common lichen we are using as spice in our kitchen. Fructicose lichen. In the photograph it is a usnea type of lichen. Okay. The fructicose lichen looks like a highly branched hairy herb, and the branches are made up of compactly arranged interwoven hyphae along with a few elements of algae, and which are placed between the hyphal threads, in between the hyphal threads. Okay. The thalli of fructicose lichen grow erect or in hanging position, mostly on the branches of large trees and older roof of the walls. Okay. The hairy outgrowth which is covered the entire thallus is made up of fungal hyphae. Most of the fructicose lichen thalli attached to the substratum with the help of a small disc-like structure which is known as holdfast. That disc is known as holdfast, and the margin of the disc is inserted into the substratum to some extent, and hence that helps to fix the entire hanging lichen on the substratum, lichen thallus on the substratum. Okay. The fructicose lichen bears a cup-like fruiting bodies at the end of each branch. That fruiting bodies are known as apothecia. This is a very characteristic feature of the lichen, fructicose lichen. Next. And let us see, if you take the section of fructicose lichen, let us see the internal structure of the foliose lichen here. Take a thin section. What we required for this practical vertical section we have to take. We require a material of lichen thallus, blade, slide, cover slip, safranin, glycerol, blotting paper, needle, brush and the microscope. This is the requirement for this practical. And take a vertical section of this lichen thallus and select a thin section, stain with a drop of safranin and mount in a drop of glycerine. Examine the prepared slide under the microscope and note the details. Let us see what is there inside the thallus. What we have to observe in that vertical section of the thallus of the foliose lichen. The vertical section of advanced foliose lichen consists of 4 distinct regions. The upper cortex is made up of outermost layer, and it is thick and protective zone of the thallus. It consists of interwoven fungal hyphae without intercellular spaces. The algal layer occurs just below the upper cortex, which is known as gonadial layer. The algal cells remains embedded in between the tangled network of loosely interwoven hyphae. The medulla is the central part of the thallus, comprised of loosely interwoven fungal hyphae with large spaces between them. And the lower cortex is composed of compactly arranged hyphae which run parallel or perpendicular to the surface of the thallus. Some of these hyphae from the lower surface of the cortex help in the attachment of the thallus to the substratum. These specialized hyphae are known as rhizines. This is the detail of the vertical section of lichen thallus, and the lichen thallus was selected from foliose type of lichen thallus. Okay, next. This is the photograph of vertical section of lichen thallus. The uppermost it is the cortex region, the gonadial region that consists of algal elements. The middle region, the entire middle region is known as medulla, and lowermost region again it is made up of fungal hyphae, that is lower cortex. Next. Let us see the vertical section of apothecium. Apothecium, it is a fruiting body which produces by the lichens of fructicose type of lichen. Here we have taken a sample of Usnea apothecium, and let us see the details of vertical section of apothecium. During practical, what we require for the study of vertical section of apothecium is requirement is classwork material of Usnea, which is having apothecia, slide, cover sleeve, blade, cotton glue, lactophenol, blotting paper, needles, brush and microscope. We have to take a thin section of the apothecium, take a longitudinal section and select a thin section, stain with a drop of mixture of cotton glue and then mount in a drop of glycerin or observe under the microscope to note the details. You can directly mount in cotton glue also. Because the spores are colored, the fungal hyphae are colored, they are slightly brownish in color, there is no need of stain, but we have to mount in cotton glue. Okay. And let us see what are the details if you take the section of apothecium of Usnea. Let us see the details. The ascus is club shaped. No. Next. Let us see the details. The apothecium is a disc-like fertile region of the several lichens. And this is the section we have shown here. It is the section of apothecium of Usnea. The outermost layer of apothecium is made up of numerous interwoven hyphae, and the algal zone is placed just below the upper hyphal layer. Algal zone is the main photosynthetic region. The fungal hyphae below the algal layer are loosely arranged with numerous intercellular spaces. This region is termed as medulla. The cup-like structure is internally lined by cushion of fertile hyphae called hymenium. The series of club-shaped asci is produced from the hyphal threads of the hymenium. Next. And the ascus is club-shaped, that is a club-shaped structure that consists of 4 to 8 ascospores. Okay. There are numerous sterile free hyphae grown parallel to the asci, which are called as paraphyses. Paraphyses, these are the sterile hyphae. Paraphysis helps in dissemination of the asci. Asci burst open and release the ascospores. Ascospores are oval, uninucleate, haploid, unicellular structures that germinate in presence of favorable environment. And the hyphae produced by the germination of ascospore develops a new lichen callus in presence of a proper algal element. Next. This is the vertical section of the Usnea apothecium, longitudinal section, and the ascospores, asci are there, hymenium is there. Hymenium is the fertile layer of the apothecium. Okay, medulla is shown here, upper cortex, algal layer is present, lower cortex is shown in the photograph. Okay, next. Thank you very much. Save trees, save earth.